The South Today Bulletin, proudly brought to you in association with MoleMap, the skin cancer detection specialists.
Tonight on the South Today, Queenstown's boil water notices is on the way out for some, even though cryptosporidium cases are still on the rise. A Christchurch seaside suburb is getting some guardian angels as a new initiative takes care of the community. And a Dunedin care home is opening a new wing, hoping the extra beds will take pressure off the hospitals. Kia ora, good evening. I'm Hannah Wilkins. The long wait for safe drinkable water is almost over for some parts of Queenstown, but others may still be waiting for months.
Thousands of Queenstown residents will finally be able to drink straight from the tap as the Calvin Heights water treatment plant boil water notice gets lifted on Thursday. The notice was put in place late last month after the resort town's cryptosporidium outbreak, but residents of Frankton, Quail Rise and Hanley's Farm are now in the clear. Though the Calvin Heights site wasn't believed to be a part of the outbreak, doubts that the UV filter wasn't working caused concern. On the other hand, those around central Queenstown will have to continue boiling their water until early December, as the 2-mile plant is still waiting for their new UV filter.
Best case, probably 6 to 8 weeks. Yeah, it's substantial kit, and once you get it in place, you've still got to commission it and go through all the testing. So, but we're working at it.
The Wakatipu Basin has reached 60 confirmed cryptosporidium cases, with the council still unable to locate the source of the outbreak. In Queenstown, the South Today.
2 of Dunedin's elected representatives are under the microscope as the council looks to investigate alleged misconducts. A complaint against Mayor Jules Raddick came after a radio interview last month where he minimised the use of a racial slur by Strathtyre Community Board's chairman Barry Williams. Councillor Sophie Barker laid the Code of Conduct complaint, which ultimately led to her resigning from her position as Deputy Mayor. Barker also laid a complaint against Carmen Houlihan, the councillor, who allegedly sent her a series of inappropriate text messages following the fallout with Raddick. An independent investigator has been appointed by the Dunedin City Council, who will look into the 2 cases against Mayor Raddick and Councillor Houlihan. Efforts to clean up criminal activity in Christchurch is being reintroduced following safety and well-being concerns from the local community. The new Brighton Guardians started patrolling the seaside mall this week, keeping an eye out for any potential trouble.
Hitting their new beat. These new Brighton Guardians have been welcomed with open arms in Christchurch as they get ready to patrol the area's seaside mall. The Guardians is a council-funded initiative set up by Positive Directions Trust, a new Brighton safety partnership, to help combat the increasing levels of crime.
The idea is to keep it peaceful and joyful and a really nice place to be. So the Guardians is really an ambassadorial program that allows that to happen.
Tikau says the Guardians aren't working in a traditional security capacity, but may be called upon to help de-escalate and calm potential conflict situations.
So this is in response to some incidences and perhaps some things happening in the local area where their local people felt there was a need for this type of service to be reinitiated.
He says it was crucial that residents and visitors felt safe in New Brighton, while enjoying everything the mall has to offer. Guardian Anna Spark, who's a local trained youth worker, says she jumped at the opportunity to be part of the initiative, believing they'll be able to focus on their community more than the police.
I've been working in security and loss prevention when I'm not doing youth work, and I've been really enjoying that. I really like to interact with people, and especially people on the fringes of society.
The new Brighton Guardians will patrol the mall every Thursday to Sunday, as they try to keep crime to a low over the coming summer months. In Christchurch, the South Today.
The opening days of the summer season have not exactly gone swimmingly for Dunedin's only outdoor pool, with poor weather forcing some early closures.
The covers were rolled back out at the St Clair Hot Salt Water Pool on Tuesday. The recent storms and high tides have forced them to close for 2 out of the 3 days since their season opening on Sunday. Lifeguards were busy cleaning up the seaweed and sand washed into the pool by high tides, using nets and water vacuums to clean out the debris. Aquatics team lead Michael Kruger was hopeful for the turnout at the opening day, but the combo of bad weather and spring tides had forced their doors to remain shut.
The last couple of days we've had some really large tides that have pushed the sea into the pool. So with that comes cold salt water that tends to drop the water temperature to below what people are comfortable swimming in.
The pool was able to open on Monday, but another stream of high tides meant it had to close once again, with water temperatures dropping below 20 degrees. Kruger says staff have been trained and prepared for situations like this, and they're ready to get the pool up and running as quick as possible. In Dunedin, the South Today.
A new unit has opened for elderly people needing care in Dunedin's Northeast Valley, which beats the cost of hospital beds by more than $1,000. Ross Home is adding more than 20 new beds to its facility in an effort to help ease pressure on hospitals.
Bringing a modern touch to an 105-year-old facility. Northeast Valley's Ross Home opened a new 24-bed wing on Monday with the help of special guest Ian Makara, who is a nephew of a former resident the new unit is named after. The Makara unit is aiming to take the pressure off aged care at Dunedin Hospital, creating cheaper and more accessible care for patients.
If you go into hospital, the cost of hospital level care in a hospital is around about $1,700 a night. Here, it's less than $300.
The opening of the new wing follows the closure of the 24-bed Lindsay unit last year due to a lack of staff. Presbyterian Support Otago Chief Executive Joe O'Neill says when borders closed from the COVID-19 pandemic, staff levels kept diminishing, along with pay parity for nurses causing some issues.
There has been a movement of recognition of the funding that is required to ensure safe care for older people, and that's what we're struggling with.
O'Neill says the Makara unit will care for older people who no longer need to be in hospital but still need care, introducing new staff and renovations to make them feel right at home. In Dunedin, the South Today.
FI Yakane still to come on the South Today. Southern cyclists gear up for a special track opening in Gore, and affordable vegetarian meals are back on the menu in Caversham after a short hiatus.
This is the real deal. Everything's reduced. Must go sale on now. There's 30% off lounge, dining and occasional furniture. John's taken 40% off beds and bedroom. And over 1,000 items are at half price. Plus pad off over 18 months interest free. Must go sale on now. Strictly limited time. Only at John's Furniture Warehouse, Stafford Street.
Where did you get that furniture from? Stafford Street. And my mate John.
If you're at risk of developing melanoma skin cancer, you owe it to yourself to have a mole map. Mole map is coming to your area. Phone today to make an appointment. It could save your life.
At Aged Concern Otago, we offer a range of services to support Otago seniors to age well with dignity and independence. We provide social work support, visiting service, health promotion and social activities. Check out what we have on offer at ageconcernotago.com.
A poorly maintained heat pump can lose up to 35% of its output. The Mr. Heat Pump Cleaner team are experts. Their specially developed chemical wash is totally biodegradable. Call Mr. Heat Pump Cleaner and get the job done by the professionals.
Tēnā koe, welcome back. Southland bike enthusiasts have something to get excited about as they test their wheels on a new pump track in Gore. The new world-class asset officially opened to the public over the weekend, but developers say it's just the start of many things to come.
Southland children riding the windy trails of a new pump track in Gore. Around 250 people attended the official opening of the newly built track on Sunday, marking the first stage of Waikaia Forest Trails Trust project. They're planning to develop a bike hub in the nearby forest, which will feature a 25-kilometre network of mountain bike trails.
Oh, look, it's just incredible, and yeah, standing here today, I'm just so proud of what the community's managed to achieve. From seeing it go from an idea on a piece of paper to a world-class asset sitting here behind us.
Trust Chairwoman Hilary Kelso says a lot of hard work and planning has gone into the project so far, with the new pump track already giving riders the opportunity to develop their skills.
You've got 2-year-olds on their balance bikes out there, and you could have an 82-year-old going on there, and they've got equally big smiles on their faces. It's just incredible.
Kelso was happy to see a positive number of people at the opening, watching them enjoy the Trust's new $140,000 track.
Certainly the weather has played its part and brought people in. We're just overwhelmed though with the supportive turnout.
Developers will be spending the next week scoping out the surrounding forest area, marking out potential trails for stage 2 of the project. In Gore, the South Today.
Tummies are no longer rumbling in Dunedin as a popular vegetarian eatery opens its doors to hungry patrons once again. The Bowling Club is back and better than ever after taking a short hiatus from serving up its well-known affordable meals and community mahi.
Dishing up some cheap and healthy vegetarian tucker. The Bowling Club has officially reopened for business after a 3-week well-deserved break from cooking up for the community. The Caversham Eatery is run by married couple Jackie Bannon and Liam Arthur, who have seen the number of meals served triple since they moved from a food truck into their South Road premises.
It's going to be pretty busy, but you really never know. Like, it is school holidays and we've never done a Tuesday before, so yeah, it's a bit hard to tell, but I think we're busy because it's an opening night, so yeah.
The Bowling Club now serves around 1,000 of their affordable meat-free meals a night. Customers bringing their own containers pay just $4 for the daily main dish, or can pay extra for a biodegradable takeaway box. But the establishment also gives meals away for free to people in need, earning them a large following of loyal patrons.
Especially at the beginning of service, like right when we open, it's usually the same 10 people who kind of wait outside and come right in. So that's kind of nice. It feels like your whole family's coming over or something.
The Bowling Club is now open every Tuesday to Thursday, with people piling in to get a taste of their good food and get amongst the community spirit. In Dunedin, the South Today.
And now recapping tonight's top stories on the South Today. Some Queenstown locals will be back to drinking tap water tomorrow, while others may still have to wait a few months. New Brighton has welcomed some new guardians to its streets, out on patrol in an effort to fight against crime. And Dunedin's Ross Home added 24 extra beds, hoping the new aged care unit will help ease hospital pressures. And now we'll look at what's happening in tomorrow's ODT, and we welcome Associate Editor Mike Houlihan. Hello Mike.
Evening Hannah.
What can we expect to read tomorrow?
Well, sort of matching your piece about the water in Queenstown, following on from the scare they've had, their ongoing scare I should say. There's been a survey of water sources in the south, and there's some fairly patchy coverage it turns out, so we'll have details of that tomorrow.
Okay.
We've got news of an unusual sports drugs case that involves an event that happened in Dunedin where someone managed to test positive through no fault of their own by the look of it. So details of that tomorrow. There's a large patch of commercial land, one of the largest parcels still left in Queenstown, just going up for sale.
Right.
Sport tomorrow, action-packed with Rugby World Cup and Cricket World Cup previews. And the arts section runs tomorrow, which includes a profile of an author who's here appearing in Dunedin for the Writers in Week Festival.
Oh, we look forward to it. A great mix. Thank you for sharing this evening, Mike.
Thank you.
Time now for a look at the weather.
The South Today weather, proudly brought to you by MoleMap, the skin cancer detection specialists.
Looking at the situation, there'll be milder weather tomorrow and most of Friday with nor'westerly airflow, but a front will bring a change of colder air and widespread showers late on Friday. Heading to the top of the South Island, nice and fine through here tomorrow with light northerlies and highs of 18 degrees right across the board. That's Nelson, Greymouth and Christchurch. Travelling to South Canterbury and North Otago, Ashburton and Timaru will enjoy 19-degree highs on Thursday with light nor'easterlies, and Oamaru is very similar really, just sneaking behind with a top temperature of 18. Heading westwards to the Central Lakes, a gorgeous spring day through here tomorrow with nor'westerlies and blue skies. Queenstown, that's 19 degrees tomorrow. Wanaka and Alexandra, it's really going to warm up, 21 degrees expected tomorrow. Heading further south, patchy cloud is on the way through here with fresh nor'westerlies and highs of 17 degrees in Gore, Balclutha and the Catlins. Across to Invercargill. Cloudy tonight with a low of 11 degrees. Back up to 17 tomorrow with cloudy skies and gusty nor'westerlies before some late rain, while Friday brings rain and strong winds with 16 as the day's high. And finally, heading to Dunedin, nor'easterlies tonight as it drops down to 10 degrees. Tomorrow will be fine with high cloud and light winds with a top temperature of 18. Then Friday looks stunning in the city with changing warm winds and 21 degrees before a cool change in the evening, which may bring showers and sou'westerlies. And that's the news this Wednesday. For the latest news and videos from the southern region, head online to odt.co.nz. You can follow Channel 39 on YouTube to catch our news bulletins on demand, and you can also follow us on Facebook. Just search for the South Today NZ to see our favourite stories from around the regions. We'll see you again tomorrow. Ka kite o popo.
Public interest journalism funded through New Zealand On Air.
The South Today Bulletin, proudly brought to you in association with MoleMap, the skin cancer detection specialists. Every day the team at Gillian supports grieving families at their time of need, from answering your questions to organising a farewell that reflects the wishes of your loved one. We can help. Call Gillian's today. If you're at risk of developing melanoma skin cancer, you owe it to yourself to have a MoleMap. MoleMap is coming to your area. Phone today to make an appointment. It could save your life. UPVC Windows and Doors is a local Dunedin company who manufacture, install and service everything they make. Sign up this month for a free glass upgrade. Call UPVC Windows and Doors today.
Must go sail on now! There's There's 30% off lounge, dining and occasional furniture. John's taken 40% off beds and bedroom. And over 1,000 items are at half price.
And my mate John.